Guys, I'm recording this on March 1st, 2024. Truly remarkable market opportunities right now. It is absolutely insane, okay? Absolutely fucking insane what's happening in the markets right now. And as a player in the markets, you gotta understand that these conditions, these market conditions are so fucking rare. We're about to have a nuclear type of drop. I'm using the word nuclear because you guys are going to hear about the word nuclear on many occasions over the course of next 6 months. But what I'm saying, I'm comparing this kind of explosion in the markets that we're about to see to a potential of a World War III top fucking move in the world. This is serious shit, okay? And the fact that nobody's seeing the flash crash that's fucking coming, it's absolutely like, as a trader, I mean, it should be a trader's dream to be able to short the market at the very, very fucking top, okay? Because people will tell, well, you can't time the market, you can't do this, you can't fucking, you just hold and buy forever. Only losers will fucking tell you to do that because, yes, they can't time the market. We've timed the market so many fucking times. You had 30 market moves, okay? I lost fucking count of it, how many times we've fucking done it. And there's like over 1,200 videos out there that show you like some of these entries and exits that are absolutely fucking amazing and perfect. But the question is, why would you hesitate as a short seller, as someone that makes money when things drop? How could you possibly hesitate to short the very fucking top of the market today? Okay, as a matter of fact, the only traders that lost fucking money today in my group are the traders that refused to take the last entry on RTY puts, okay? Like literally 3 p.m. entry. And I also send the message in alerts. I'm like, short the fuck, RTY, okay? 2,080 puts. They're going for $1.90, okay? By 3:30, we're cashing out at $6. Okay, that is a 3x, guys. So if you put early in the morning 100K into RTY puts and that shit completely fucked up, okay, guess what? You would have still came out 100K positive by the end of today. The question is, okay, why aren't you coming out positive short in the market on a fucking day like today? Well, there's a couple explanations, okay? Maybe, okay, your account is fucking small, okay, and that's why you're not able to do it. So that's the only excuse you could possibly have. But if your account, okay, if you have funds in your account, how could you not possibly short the fucking market at all-time fucking highs? What kind of trader are you? I mean, these are the kind of opportunities and moments in the market that we live for. These are the kind of opportunities in the market that we pray for, okay? Guys, these are not regular market conditions, okay? If you have 100K in the trading account and you're like, okay, Leo, I'll buy some puts. And I'm like, okay, how many puts did you buy? I bought 10. Like, you bought 10 puts for Monday? Guys, come fucking Monday is going to be a major gap down for many, many fucking reasons that nobody could see right now. And that's exactly the kind of setup you want when you're going in and you're buying puts for Monday expiration. And so for many of you, you're like, probably, well, Leo, I've never even traded. What do you mean Monday expiration? That's exactly what I'm fucking saying. If you trade monthly contracts, I mean, good luck. By the time your monthly contract is going to expire, the market is going to drop, go up, down, fucking sideways. It's going to collapse 3 fucking times. And, on monthly contracts, you're not going to make 50x trades. Now, I've got guys that just put, like, at the end of the close, guys, after close. Most of you don't even know that you can buy contracts after close. That's why you should pay close attention to every video that we post. Yes, you can buy options after market close. So that's why I'm only recording this audio message now. It's like 30 minutes after market close. We put on some big positions right after market close, guys, for Monday expiration. You can buy options on Russell 2000 futures, on NASDAQ futures. You can buy put options on puts or calls, of course. I mean, you can buy any kind of options, any kind of option strategy. But we bought those 3 major indexes for Monday gap down. So, like anyone with $2,000 buying Monday expiration puts, guys. I mean, that trade, you can put 2K, okay? Even if, let's say, your account is not set up for trading futures, you could have put 2K in SPY puts for Monday expiration, and you could have taken your account from 2K to 50K. Now, this is a future speaking. I mean, this is how our level of confidence is, that the fact that the market will fucking gap down. So for those of you that are holding these contracts, congratulations. This is probably the easiest fucking trade you can make. I mean, you're going to be living the dream of a short seller. Real. Like, this is real, guys. March 1st, 2024, today, was ultimate motherfucking market's highs. And, guys, you just... man, there's so many people that bought calls. There's just so many people just keep buying calls, and calls are so fucking overpriced. So just because the market keeps going higher fucking every day, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that just by buying calls you will make money, okay? Because options, the way they're priced, understand this. When you're buying calls, somebody has to sell you a call. Okay, considering that the market has not dropped in 4 months, okay, the sentiment is so fucking highly bullish, okay, somebody would have to charge you a reasonably high enough price when they're selling you those call options, okay? And so they already factor in by how much something can move. So one of the easiest ways to lose money on options clearly is, by time decay. So they're selling you those call options, and if the bigger move than expected is not happening, even though you're correct about the direction of the market, you're not making money on calls. So on situations like today, you're buying calls when the market is all-time highs. I mean, that is just a brutal fucking strategy. I mean, at least wait for the fucking dip, which you will get. Probably Sunday night is going to be a major fucking drop. And guys, if you didn't get a position today after market close, I mean, you can get a position Sunday night, 6 p.m., okay? If you don't know how to do that, you get in touch with 13 Market Moves Coach, like right now, Friday. I'm recording this on Friday, March 1st. So, guys, let's break down exactly what the fuck happened. Let's talk about some of the other things that are absolutely critical to your success next week. Because next week is going to be, it's huge. There's so many fucking ridiculous things that are happening right now. So apparently bad news in the markets and now good news again. So this is, let me decipher that real quick. So 10 a.m., we're getting some data. And it's all bad. Like bad. It starts with like Michigan sentiment, Michigan consumer sentiment, confidence index, and basically just like, well, fuck, it's like 3 points off from the expectations. Okay, well, that can't be good. That tells you like an average guy that owns a business, okay, they're talking between themselves and they're like, well, shit, bro, are you making any sales? No. Are you making any sales? No. Are you getting any new contracts? No. Are you doing any good? No. I mean, it's just that basically the confidence level drops between business owners when they see that the prospects of getting more work is less. And I mean, that's oftentimes how a recession starts. You start having a diminishing consumer confidence index, okay? So now that comes out right at 10 a.m. and that's negative. That's bad. And it's not bad, but like sometimes it misses by a decimal point. It's off by like three points. It's like big fucking miss. So basically business owners are not feeling as good about the prospects of their business as they did a month ago. Now, the second piece of economic data that comes out is basically your PMI, your manufacturing activity is coming out, and it's a miss. But guys, that should be no surprise to you if you've been watching 13 Market Moves for quite some time. Guys, PMI has been coming in light every month for I lost the count of months, but it's multiple months, guys. PMI is just manufacturing activity in the United States. It's dropping off. It's dropping every fucking time. I mean, as a matter of fact, the last time PMI beat on expectations was like years fucking ago. So to no surprise, the PMI comes out. It's short of expectations. It's basically shit. Okay. And then the third piece of economic data comes out, and I think that was the biggest piece of equation behind the market actually moving higher today. And in order to put in 2 and 2, you really got to take a step back and see what's been happening over the course of the last 24 hours. We had 3 Federal Reserve guys speak, and 3 Federal Reserve presidents basically said the same thing. We are looking for one thing, and that is for the housing until we see until we're going to get a cool off in housing. We're not looking at lowering rates. Okay, so here comes the third piece of data this morning at 10 a.m. and it's the construction. Well, construction is a part of housing data, okay? And construction is like way off. They're expecting a positive number. Construction starts, they're like way down. The number is negative, okay? And so the moment that number comes, the market just starts going green. Just fucking goes green, okay? And that's how you reach all-time highs today on March 1st, 2024 on this 3 bad negative pieces of data. So basically, manufacturing is total shit, okay? Business owner confidence is total shit. And the numbers of construction are finally deteriorating at major speed. So the housing, we're seeing the first signs of major issues in housing. Now, I'm not sure how the market did not decipher that. Actually, earlier, when we had a few home builders that were announcing earnings. So starting with DHI, which dropped, that was a killer trade for us. DHI earnings, we nailed that. The stock drops like fucking from 160 to 140. Killer trade, 23, I can't remember, 23, 24x trade on that one. And then we get Toll Brothers, that thing is going up. And then we get some other ones, HOV, which is kind of similar to Toll, but that one just doesn't have options. But that one drops 20 points. Toll Brothers goes up on what on surface appears to be a good report. But if you really break down the reports of all these companies, all these home builders, what they said is the backlog is decreasing. So basically, the number of customers that are wanting to buy a home that is not yet built, that number is falling off. It's falling off of a fucking cliff. So you put the two and two together. Every home builder, their backlog is decreasing, which basically tells you there's less number of people that want to buy a home. And now you're getting the construction data today, and basically says, well, nobody started construction. Nowhere near the levels where it was not so long ago. So you put the two and two together. Well, the demand is dropping and the construction activity is dropping. Okay, so there you have it. That's the news that moves the market to all-time highs today. Oh shit, we got serious signs of economic problems ahead. Let's take this son of a bitch all the way to all-time highs. Yeah! And some of you motherfuckers, oh my God, I can't believe this. You don't want to short markets all-time highs when the reason for the market hitting all-time highs is all the shit that I have just described to you in detail. Are you fucking serious? How can you not want to short this market? But Leo, it just keeps going up, and I just can't look at it going up anymore. Like, man, that's not a reason. How's that a strategy for a trade? Well, I can't short it just because it keeps going higher? Like, guys, how many videos have we shown you on the channel over the course of the last 60 days, okay? For every stock that you can point to me that is moving higher, I can point 2 stocks that are going fucking lower. Well, Leo, how does the math work on that? Well, the math works on that because, guys, well, the latest numbers. Let's review the latest numbers, okay? So, between NVIDIA, SMCI, a couple of other stocks, that's 50% of advance. I mean, clearly Microsoft is one of them. They represent the advance in S&P 500. They represent 57% of that advance. Okay, so you got like fucking handful of companies that are producing more than half of the advance in the S&P 500 index. That's how you can get, for every company that you can point out to me that is moving higher, I can point out 2 companies that are going lower. That is how the math breaks down in that. That is how that is actually possible. So, for those of you that are like, well, Leo, I can't hit that button. I mean, that just, it feels so heavy. The mouse on my desktop. When I go to hit that button, it is just so heavy. I just can't get it to click puts. Well, guess what? You're not going to have any fucking problem clicking puts next week because everything is going to be red. All three fucking indexes are going to be red. And that is the moment you're going to be hitting the fucking mouse with ease. There's one little problem with it. Okay, it's going to be too fucking late because most of you're going to be like, Monday, we're going to be red on all indexes. You're going to be like, but that's the dip. But that's what they're going to do is they're just going to buy the dip. And then you're going to wake up Tuesday and the market is going to be red. Okay, and you're going to be, but well, sure enough, now they're going to get some bargain hunters on this bitch and they're going to buy it. And then come Wednesday, shit is going to be collapsing completely. And you're going to be like, sure, I guess, Leo, you're right. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and buy puts. And that's going to be the moment we're going to be cashing out on puts. And we're going to be waiting for the bounce to shoot the fuck out of the market one more time. So timing is everything, okay? So when the market gives you an opportunity to enter on a short side on economic data that's total shit, okay, this kind of mentality in the market is not going to last, okay? The very first video we have posted here at 13 Market Moves was what, guys? It was the big word, the big ass word, okay? Stagflation, yes, stagflation. And stagflation is exactly what every data point we're getting, it just confirms our base case for stagflation 2024. Well, Leo, how could you say stagflation? But guys, just to make sure you understand, stagflation is a situation where inflation keeps going higher. So every data point where we're getting inflation is proven to not decrease. Okay, it's not escalating higher as it was after COVID, but the trajectory of it is to the upside. And considering that today's price of oil breaking 80 points, okay, is not yet reflected in the next CPI report, or it's not yet reflected in the past CPI report, but it will be reflected in the new CPI report that will be coming out, okay, it's a problem. Okay, so the next data point to watch closely is the job report, which will be next Friday. And of course, Biden is going to try to fluff the numbers. Okay, but I'm not sure how long can he be fluffing these numbers. He needs a good job report. So there's a chance we will get a good job report number. But guess what? There is a moment in the market where you cannot fluff the fucking numbers anymore. And that could be next Friday. And that's going to be the confirmation of stagflation. Stagflation is when inflation keeps going higher, but economy is going into a major slowdown. So all the three data points we got today is confirming the slowdown in the economy. And the market is cheering because they think, okay, economy is going to shit, meaning, well, sure, the Fed is going to finally waken up and they're going to lower the rates. Guess what? Yeah, they may do that. They may lower it a quarter fucking point. And what is that going to do? Okay, most of the businesses right now are at a such state that if the Fed lowers the rates by a quarter point, which by the way ain't going to happen March, let's say they lower it June. Most of those businesses that really need a major rate cut. Okay, number one, a quarter rate cut ain't going to save no business. There's not a quarter point a rate cut that will help anyone. Like, for a lot of businesses just to be saved right now, okay, you need like a 3-point rate cut. You need to go back straight to zero, okay, to save this economy because the things are beginning to roll over at the speed of light, okay? The last 4 months of markets moving higher are based on the idea that inflation should go lower and interest rates should go lower as well. That should create a favorable market environment. So understand this. This is why the market has been moving. Now, for the last 2 months, we've got nothing but the opposite of that. We have strong confirmations that inflation is actually going higher. And now we have omnipresent evidence that economic slowdown has officially begun, and yet the market is at all-time highs. What do you think happens next? Well, Leo, I guess it keeps going higher. Shit. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys just keep looking at the green candles and you can't hit buy puts button. Until the market collapses, you will not fucking buy puts. That is the fucking problem with like 99% of the traders. You just can't fucking see it. But that is exactly what is required. I just broken down the case why that is going to happen. And probably the utmost importance in this potential huge drop, which I'm willing to call a nuclear size drop. I mean, you could see the market going lower at such a speed. I mean, can you imagine one day where the market loses all 4 months of market gains? I mean, that's what you would call a flash crash. That's what you would call a 1987 kind of flash crash, to where, well, 97 technically is not known for being a flash crash, but there was a day in 1987 when the market dropped by like 23, 24%, 27%, that is. Anyways, it's fucking huge. And in one trading session, we've had some other flash crashes since then, but I think we could drop. There could be a moment where you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna go to your kitchen, grab a cup of coffee. You're gonna come back, and all of a sudden, the gains for the last 2 months are wiped out on your screen in like a matter of minutes. This is the kind of drop we're heading into. The fact that the market has not dropped, and the fact that the market has been calculating the stocks going higher on false biases, on low inflation and lower rates. And none of this shit is happening. And the economy is at such a state at this point to where even if they begin, let's say Fed cuts rates in March. Fuck it. That's not going to save the economy. Okay? There's nothing Fed can do right now to save the economy unless they start fucking quantitative easing again and they cut the rates back to zero, which they're not going to do it in 1 minute. So, yeah, I mean, shit is ugly. And just, you got to understand this moment. I described this moment yesterday in a podcast I recorded, saying that things keep going higher, keep going higher, keep going higher until the day where they just don't fucking go higher anymore. Okay? And today is that day. Okay? Today, March 1st, is that day. Everyone is asleep. Everyone thinks the market can do no wrong. Okay? With the overwhelming evidence. Okay? Overwhelming evidence. It's like Biden, okay, gets caught with a ton of classified documents in his garage, like fucking 200 boxes of shit, and yet they're like, well, he's just an old guy. He forgot about the boxes. He's just a guy with bad memory. He's like, and yeah, they get on Trump's ass saying, whoa, fuck, you're really fucked up, man. That's we're going to press criminal charges against your ass. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how, that is the point at which the market is at. Okay? The market keeps forgiving everything until a point where it no longer fucking forgives. Okay? So, we're at this critical moment in the markets where bad news is good news again, but bad news is becoming good news because market participants are expecting the bad news to push for lower rates, but what they're miscalculating is the fact that a quarter rate point ain't gonna do shit for many, many businesses out there. And for that reason, our favorite trade, okay, it's always the small guy that goes out first, all right? It's the small businesses that will go out first, okay? And yes, we did get another, and it's not an economic data point, we just get another day where, NYCB, the New York Bancorp, is down again. from like 470 down to 350. I mean, pre-market it was down as much as like I think 320. So I mean, it's down another 20%, maybe more pre-market. So it's a regional bank, and the market's got like no reaction. I mean, some of our favorite tickers to short regional banks, they're down. WAL, FNCA, FCNCA. Zion Bank, they're all down, but they're not down nowhere where they could be down. And so the reason RTY is our favorite short, and RTY, again, for those of you that don't trade futures, it's /RTY, it's Russell 2000 futures. Russell 2000 futures consists of 17% of Russell 2000 regional banks. 17% of Russell 2000s are regional banks. Okay, so considering that every regional bank was dropping today, you can't ignore this incredible, beautiful divergence. So hold on. I mean, clearly we got issues with regional banks, and clearly this shit's been on the radar for like a year since the last time they were crashing. But now, slowly but surely, those issues are surfacing again. They're trying to masquerade it. The market is not reacting until it fucking reacts. So today we have every share of every regional bank in the country. It's down. It's not down by a lot, but every regional bank is in the red. I mean, you may not have paid attention to it yesterday, but yesterday Goldman Sachs was in the red. I mean, everything was green yesterday, right? Goldman Sachs. It's got nothing to do with regional, but the point is, okay, there could be some connection. Why would be, Goldman Sachs be down? It was down a little. It was down a few percent yesterday on a very green day when everything else was flying higher. So, banks are showing some weird signs here. And on a day like today, when all regional banks are in the red, RTY, which 17% of RTY is regional banks, manages to go to a level of 2080. Almost 2081. 2080.8 was the level where we shorted it at 3 p.m. and promptly drops to like 2074, which was enough for a 3x trade on today's expiration, right? But the question is, I mean, RTY could be opening below 2,000 on Monday, okay? Things look complacent until you open your screen on Monday and you're like, holy shit. So despite of all the warning signals, on top of the bad economic data that I've described earlier in this audio message, we also get hit with this continuous domino of proof of instability within these regional banks and the opportunity for them to drop. Just to give you an idea, guys, for those of you maybe new, maybe you weren't paying attention, or maybe you weren't taking those trades with us exactly 12, 13 months ago. Well, WAL used to trade at like $80 and it drops to a low of $8. Yes, and now it trades at 57. So, like from 57, if it was just to revisit last year lows of 8, guys, that's a 90% drop from here. So imagine if a lot of regionals banks, if let's say not all of them drop by 90%, but let's say all of them fucking next week drop 20%. Where do you think that's going to put the Russell 2000 index at? And the crazy part is that every analyst that goes through CNBC, what do they talk about? What is their favorite trading idea? Oh, man, you got to buy Russell 2000, man. Russell 3000, that's the greatest catch-up trade in the world. Because they're a herd of sheep. Okay, they can only buy 7 stocks. You can't find any other stocks in the market to buy. They can only buy the big 7, the magnificent 7, or they can buy an index. So, well, considering that Russell, okay, is the underperforming index, as an institutional investor, I guess you got to say, well, fuck, we can buy the big 7 stocks, or we can buy an underperforming index, which makes sense because we think it's going to be a catch-up trade. And like 99.999% of people are fucking bullish on that shit. that is a beautiful opportunity. I mean, the major part of the Russell 2000 is total dog shit. It's regional banks, okay? Regional banks, they have issues when the economy begins to slow down. Regional banks is where every small business in the country puts their fucking money. So we're going to hear a lot more about regional banks over the course of the next 6 months, 12 months, okay? But when the market comes to a realization, which could be as soon as fucking Sunday night, as soon as Monday morning, okay, that look, for the last 4 months, okay, we've been buying the fuck out of the market because of our belief that inflation goes lower and Fed cuts rate. But hey, we're somehow picturing this soft landing. Soft landing is completely out of the fucking question. Okay? Guys, things will unwind at a nuclear speed. I'm telling you, like, you can't see it now. But when market drops, it drops at the speed of 10x compared to when market goes high. So when I'm saying that the market could really lose last 4 months of gains in just one single trading session, it can happen, it will happen, and it's going to happen very soon. It's going to happen very fucking soon because the market could ignore things, and like as if you just wake up one day and all of a sudden everything, all the reasons why the market has been going higher for the last 4 months, which only happens, by the way, again, I mentioned it in yesterday's audio message, twice in the fucking history of the financial markets. The market has been able to do what it's doing now twice in the history. And anytime we had any other momentum that came close to this, the market rolls over. Okay? And so you got to appreciate those moments in the market because they're very, very rare. Everyone is blinded by green candles. It's their fucking problem. Okay? Here at 13 Market Moves, we're focused on what happens next. And that's a ton of red candles. That's how you beat the market. So if you guys want to beat the market, hopefully I shed some light to help you understand the severity of the current situation. The market can change its positioning and thinking at the speed of light, and considering how far the market has gone in the last 4 months, we could get a major move expansion to the downside. So don't be the fucking guy that goes and buys 10 put contracts. Okay? Like, look, you want to make millions in the market, you got to have a sizable position. It doesn't mean you need to pay a few $1 million for your position to make a few million. No. That's our specialty here at 13 Market Moves. We're showing opportunities to where you can put maybe $30,000 in a position, buying yourself maybe 1,500 contracts on Tesla or SPY that ultimately can get you to a few $1 million. Okay, so understanding how to trade the bounces, understanding your entries, your exits out of on the drops and so on, guys. That's how you can take 30K to a few $1 million over the course of the next 30 days. Okay, it is here. Okay, the moment is here, the timing is here. Market at all-time highs for reasons on which the market should be dropping. Market is moving higher, thinking that, hey, Fed will cut the rate. Well, I think the day Federal Reserve cuts the rate, okay, it's going to be too late to save the market. The day Federal Reserve cuts the rate, contrary to what most of market analysts believe, this is not going to be the day when the market is going to be cheering. This is going to be the day when the market is going to be unloading. So all these shares that are trading at current prices, they're going to be going way the fuck lower. Now, I know this is not the status quo. This is not the main belief right now. This is not what you're seeing in the news every day. But this is why you come to 13 Market Moves. So you can hear the fucking truth. So you could understand that, look, stagflation if we look at any year of stagflation in the history, there was not such a thing as market going higher on the year of stagflation. So, considering the market is at all-time highs for the most stupid fucking reasons in the world, okay, that is a reason to short and not buy calls. That would be a reason to sell calls while they're at the elevated premiums, okay, but would be more reasons to buy puts while they have a deflated premium in relation to the calls. So, which also speaks to the fact that you want to buy stuff low, you want to sell stuff high. Well, puts are low. Put options are so fucking mispriced. I don't remember another moment in the markets where put options were so mispriced. And as a short seller, you got to value. You got to, March 1st, moments in the market like today, you have to value them. You have to thank God for moments like this in the market to where you're going to look back and you're like, fuck, I shorted the market with Leo on March 1st, 2024. And you're going to be looking at the end of 2024 and fucking S&P is going to be like at 3,000, maybe 2,800. And you're going to be like, oh my God, how fuck, I remember shorting it with Leo at 51.42. How the fuck? By the end of the year, yes, I'm saying the markets could be down by as much as 40-50%. Like, that's the kind of stupidity that the market is going through right now. Now, I'm not saying some of the biggest stocks are going to be down by 40-50%, but clearly, even stocks like Amazon, they're going to be down. Even stocks like Nvidia, they're going to be down as a result, okay? There's not a stock that's going to escape this nuclear wave of selling. Not a single stock is going to escape it. But there's some that are going to be dropping by like 90%. And guys, I've mentioned some stickers like ENPH, SEDG. Those two will be filing for bankruptcy by the end of 2024. Those stocks are going to $5, maybe $2, okay? FSLR will probably get some kind of bailout package if things get really bad. But like by the end of this year, expect like, by the end of this year, there's probably going to be, when the market's going to collapse, they're going to come up with more QE, they're going to come up with lower taxes, they're going to come up with more bullshit to save the market. They always do it, okay? But I think the kind of wave, this nuclear wave of selling that we're going to see in the markets between now and the end of the year, it is going to be absolutely astounding. Not a single Wall Street analyst can see it. Not a single average trader can even picture the market at 3,000. Leo, what are you talking about? We're at 51.42 today on March 1st, 2024. This is a historic day. This is a historic day that will go down in history books. And when you're going to be looking at charts later down the line, you're going to be like, man, that was the fucking top. Oh, shit. Guys, absolutely amazing market moments. You have to appreciate this. Trade the market with 13 market moves. 2024 is your year to make it fucking huge, okay? Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to nobody. Just call 13 market moves. Get in touch with and sign up to trade with a senior coach. Take all of our courses and the curriculum so you can stick with those trades, so you can understand your entries and your exits a little bit better, so you would understand what it's like to short the bounce, okay, when the rest of the world is fucking buying calls and brainwashing you. And every media channel you look at, they're fucking telling you to buy calls and, this is the shit that's going to keep going high, keep going high, keep going high. The markets simply don't function like that. The market is at the moment of a major nuclear rollover. So learn how to make money when markets drop. Learn how to make money when stocks drop, utilizing short-term options. Guys, some of you, that may not have an aspiration to be a day trader or swing trader. Some of you guys that run a few businesses, okay, which I promise you, you'll have a lot more time to trade in 2024 because unfortunately, there's not going to be as much business. But for those of you that are like, hey, Leo, can you just give me one trade that I can just hold through the rest of 2024? It's going to make me like 50x. Okay. You want that trade? I got a perfect trade like that for you. What we'd be doing on this trade is we would be buying put options with like a November expiration, December expiration of 2024. And all you would have to do is literally just hold the trade until November, December of 2024. Because for a fact, I know a number of stocks that will be dropping from current levels by as much as 80 to 90%. 80 to 90% drop. Can you imagine a $200 stock going to like $20? And you had the vision to buy a 50 strike put on something that currently trades at 200, and by November, December, shit actually drops to 20. That's the kind of trade I'm talking about. So you want that trade, you call us today here at 13 Market Moves. Now, the phone lines may be busy, guys, so just click the big orange button, schedule a call, and I guarantee you somebody will talk to you in the next 24 hours. So, guys, don't miss this opportunity, okay? When market does something stupid as a trader, you should be grateful. So be grateful for today. Be grateful be grateful to even be here and be a part of history. Shorting markets at all-time highs in 2024. I mean, like, if you're a trader and maybe you're teaching your kids or grandkids how to trade, wouldn't be a fucking story for you to pass from generation to generation. I mean, your grandkid could say, oh shit, my grandfather shorted the market back at all-time highs in 2024. Remember, it was March 1st. Yeah, everybody thought the market was going higher, but he had the vision to short the fuck out of the market. You know, guys, I mean, these are historical moments that you have to be grateful. You have to be appreciative. You have to thank God that you could be a part of this. Okay, so guys, if you're serious, okay, because lately we had a couple of guys that signed up and they're just like, they're afraid to click the button. They're like, I'm like, why did you even sign up? You know what I'm saying? If you're serious, okay, and you understand the severity of current market conditions, you can't be showing up with, a couple $1,000s. Of course, if a couple of $1,000s is all you got, that's fine. But like, if you're trading with an account, $300,000-500K, if you got $1 million in your account, man, like, this is the moments that you live for. This is how you take $1 million to like 55 mil. Okay, so if you want that, I mean, don't be signing up like a couple of guys went this week. They signed up, Leo, I'll just be okay if I make $500 this week. No, bro, why the fuck would you go sign up somewhere else to do that kind of shit? Okay, but if you want to catch the big waves, you want to go 5x, 50x. If you want those type of opportunities, okay, they're here. And your entries mean the world of difference when you're trying to get on these big waves, right? You got to wait for it. You got to catch that perfect moment. That's your entry. And, you could be off by just a little. You could fuck up the whole thing. So timing is of great importance right now, guys. Okay, pick up that phone, fucking call us, and let's make this shit happen. Do it big, 2024 with 13 Market Moves. It's time to go big, guys. This is it.